A clown show. They gave up cheeks, everything bad, altogether. This game was rough, tough, and it really was a long one to watch. We're going to get into it right now. If you're into Detroit Lions news, even though after we lost and we're a bad football team, and you like news and rumors, and you like all things football, fantasy football, and you like live shows, that's what this channel's all about. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. Hit that like. Let's get to 300 likes in this video. It was a rough game, but we still gonna talk about it, and that's what we're gonna do right now. This game sucked, man. This game was absolute gutter cheeks. There was nothing good about this game. Nothing, except for two players. And we're going to go three. We're going to start with the good here. Generally, I do offense, defense, special teams. There's only two whole things good about this game. First off, TJ Hockenson, I think he was over about 90 yards. He was one half of the Lions' whole offense, so good for him. Glad that he did well. End of that one. Now we're going to talk about Igwebuike very fast. I love what I saw from Igwebuike. Running the football like a G is exactly what I like to see. So good job there. Jermar Jefferson made his debut. Got a touchdown. Happy for him. Now let's get into this game, what we really saw here. We're going to start with offense. This offense is horrible. This offense is cheeks, and there's no answer right now that's going to help out. This was a beating beyond beating. Offensively, we have nothing. This offensive line got destroyed. 6 sacks, I think, altogether. This offensive line could not protect anything. They're terrible on the blitz, and this has been consistent for the Detroit Lions, as we cannot do anything offensively to stop the blitz. This offensive line is in a world of hurt, and this is expected, though, because you got a lot of backups in. A lot of good players are in there. But it's consistently been bad against the blitz. This game, they were bad all around. The wide receivers, nothing really happened with Khalif Raymond. I mean, this wide receiver core is the worst in the NFL. It's absolutely terrible. No one can get separation unless you're TJ Hockenson, who's a tight end. Khalif Raymond is good, and I hope we do re-sign him, but he's placed in a number 1 spot. This is what do you expect? There's not a whole lot he can do as a wide receiver standpoint. We just got to wait for getting quality talent in the draft and free agency. This offense, when it comes to play calling, is god-awful right now. Anthony Lynn done a really bad job. Not happy. When you got to go 5 yards and throw it 4, I can't stand that. I am absolutely done with watching this type of offense. We're going to get into the running game here. DeAndre Swift fumble. He played bad. And you want to know what? I was happy they benched him. I was happy to see Igwebuike and Jermar Jefferson in there. He deserved to get benched. He did not play well. And if you don't play well, I don't care your status, your job status. You get benched. And a fumble 6 deserves to get benched. So I'm happy to see that occurred. And I'm tired of watching this pathetic offense. Jamal Williams missing, and you could tell. But you know, Jermar Jefferson, a good draft pick by the Lions. Igwebuike looking really good, so I like that. Jared Goff is not the answer at quarterback. He is absolutely trash. I am not happy with his performance. I'm tired of watching it. He is slow. He cannot get out of a... He runs like he has got glue to his feet on the field. He is absolutely slow. If there's any pressure on the offensive line, he's going to get sacked. I don't know what to say, man. You know, Blau didn't look good with his couple of snaps that he took, but we're talking about with 1 minute and 30 seconds to go in there. And he could scramble, but Jared Goff is not the answer. Anyone that says, this is my belief. I don't care if you put talent around this guy. He's not the answer at quarterback for the Detroit Lions. We're going to have to get a quarterback at some point, in my opinion, in the draft. I know a lot of people don't want to get a quarterback. Doesn't necessarily have to be a first-round pick, but they got to find something. We got to do something about the quarterback position because Jared Goff is absolutely 100% 100%, positively, not the answer at quarterback. Just not the answer. Defensively, this was a S show. It was the worst defensive play since I've seen with Matt Patricia. We could not stop any sort of the run at all. We were getting gashed. First, it was initially just on the outside, big runs. Then we were getting gashed in the middle. We just couldn't stop anything. And the defensive line was doing a poor job. The linebackers, you know, it's funny because Alex Anzalone was getting a lot of good from me, you know, especially the last, I say 5-6 weeks, but he didn't play so well today. So I'm not going to give him too much issue for this because the whole defense was trash. The linebackers were out of spot. They couldn't tackle. A lot of missed tackles in this game. It was sad to watch. The secondary, honestly, there wasn't a whole lot of big plays, but it's can't really judge the secondary too much because all they did was run the football. It was Jalen Hurts running the football. Their running backs run the football with a bit of play action here. So, you know, it is what it is there from the secondary. Special team standpoint, very bad. Missed field goal. Terrible. Dan Campbell. We had an opportunity to get a field goal in the beginning of the game. Actually, it was right before the first half was over. 13 seconds left. It was at the 21-yard line. It was a 4th and inch. I don't know why you don't kick that field goal. Because if you get it, you got one timeout. You're going to have to just kick a field goal anyways, really. Because you'd have like 7 seconds left in the clock if you completed a catch in bounds. It was a terrible decision. Matter of fact, this whole coaching today was absolutely awful. It's crazy how one game coaching is great, the decision is making great. The next day, it was absolutely awful. We got to have stability here at some point. You can't just have one end of the spectrum to the next end of the spectrum regarding play calling and decision making. Awful. I don't know what can be done for this team to get better. I think it's not a lot, in all honesty. This was bad. This was a slap in the face. This is the one team I thought the Detroit Lions had a chance to win. We're now 0-8. We got destroyed, and we couldn't stop anything. The decision by not benching Jared Goff and we literally benched DeAndre Swift before Jared Goff. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with benching players that don't do well. 100%. Will Harris bench. Other players that get benched, I'm 100% with it. But why is it that you can be okay with benching other players, but when it comes to the quarterback, you can't do it? My thing is I think every player should be treated equally. If you're doing a horrible job and you're being bad, bench him. Just like we did DeAndre Swift. Obviously, he's the starter. Obviously, he's the running back right now for the Detroit Lions. He's going to be playing next week unless he gets, something crazy happened. But they benched him because he did that fumble 6. Smart move. Why are we doing that with Jared Goff? He inspires nothing. Watching him is the equivalent of licking a window and drinking paint and putting paint thinner afterwards, and then eating crayons for side dish, and taking a nap on a train track at midnight. It sucks, man, because there's nothing going on with this football team. I want to see better. We really have a chance to go 0-17, and I don't know what's going to happen. We're in a bye week now. Going forward, I think the Detroit Lions, maybe Tim Boyle comes back and they give him a shot, or they give David Blau some snaps, something. But we got a bye week, and they got to do something different here. They need to do something different because it ain't working. We got to get a win. This game was a disaster. The whole team gave up. This team gave up. Besides a select few players, this team gave up. This is what happens when you're a bad franchise and a bad football team. You can't play this bad. I understand this is a rebuild, and this season was going to be rough, but this was horrible. This was worse than a rebuild. This was same old Lions type of performance right here. And that's unacceptable. We can't have this going on anymore. This needs to change. Dan Campbell's got to do a better job. Anthony Lynn's got to do a better job. Aaron Glenn's got to do a better job. They have to. If these players are okay with this, then get rid of them. We got a trade deadline. Trade Trey Flowers. Trade players. It's okay to get rid of players. We don't need to trade for players. We need to get rid of players. We need to make a statement here because this is unacceptable. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this game. Give me one word of what you think. I think this is trash. Terrible. Top to bottom. I'm not happy with this performance. I don't know what else to say, folks. It's really discouraging to watch this type of performance going forward for the Lions, and hopefully it gets better. Maybe when the season's over, it's only going to get better. We may go 0-17. We may be the absolute first pick in the draft. We may repeat 2009, but worse. 2008, but worse. There is no answer for you, folks. No answer. And with that said, I will be doing a video tomorrow. I will have a video out every single day this week. Get ready for it. And we'll do the OPP on Thursday. We'll get at it. With that said, folks, adios.